Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 223 of our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us in some way. This month, the month of August, we are focusing on the confidence area of the life framework. Confidence in all the different areas and aspects of our life, but right now we are going through the soAp framework to work through one specific area in our life where we want to have better confidence, more confidence, improved confidence. We want to just believe in ourselves and know whatever happens, we can handle it. So I am working on helping my mom move in my relationship with my sisters, as three of us help my mom pack up and move very, very quickly out of her Wisconsin home. And that's all the backstory you need on that one, I guess. That is a lot of things for me to work through. So today we are on the A of our soAp framework. So a couple days ago, we talked about our story, our situation, the S of our soAp framework, where we are now, and a little bit about the past and where we want to be. And that always creates a gap. And the rest of the soAp framework, the O, the A, and the P, start to fill in that gap. They don't fill in that gap. Usually we don't just do one thing and we go from where we are to where we want to be immediately. Sometimes it happens, believe it or not, but for the most part, we have to do several things. And the soAp framework gives us a framework or a guide or a process or a method for doing that and ensuring that we continue to move forward in the direction we want to go in the way that's best for us, because each of us are unique and different and special and have different experiences and want different things. So we want to have a process that works for all of us, and it's just the process or the method, not the specifics of each part of the process, because that's got to be unique and special for each and every one of us. So yesterday we did the O in the soAp framework, and we brainstormed at least 10 different possible ways we could start to fill that gap from our current situation to our desired situation. And I think I came up with more than 10. It looks like I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, about 17 or 18 things. And so you can probably not read my messy writing, but I wrote them there, and then I circled the 3 that I want to consider as we look at the A of our soAp framework, which stands for action, because nothing happens in our lives until we actually take an action. But before we take that action, we have to know which action is best for us to move forward with right now. And we do that by analyzing and looking at the different alternatives from the O, the options section. So what I do is every time we've done this, I've shared a tool, and some of the tools have repeated on purpose because repetition helps us to master using those skills, using those tools. So today, this is kind of a twist on the positive or negative decision-making tool, which I would say is probably my 90% default way of making choices and decisions among alternatives, because I use it the most frequently. It's the quickest, easiest, fastest way to say, what should I do? And it's, here's all the positive reasons to do it. Here's all the negatives from this alternative, and that make those lists really, really quickly, sometimes just in my mind. And then usually one of the alternatives that I'm looking at, one of the actions rises to the top, just like, cream rises to the top. When you're processing milk and dairy products, the same is true of the solutions and the things we should take action on first. Sometimes it's just the quickest, easiest, fastest thing I can do to reinforce that I want to move from where I am to where I want to be. And that might be, I just need to do a little research or get online or listen to a meditation, something I can do immediately to reinforce my desire and my decision made to make my confidence in a certain area better. So I picked 3 things. Let's see what I picked. I need my magnifying glass. Become and be the neutral negotiator in this situation. Pre-frame, meaning every day before we all get together, I imagine exactly how I want the day to go. Does it go exactly like that? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But if I don't pre-frame it, it's just like being reactive instead of proactive. And I'd rather be proactive by planning out how I want to behave, because that's the only person I can control in any situation is me. And then my third one was to have a positive focus. Anything that happens, anything that comes my way, look for the positive in that, not any conflict or negativity. So I'm going to analyze those today. Instead of plus or minus, I'm going to say go, no go, which is really a tweak to the plus or minus method. And I'm just going to ask myself for each of those 3 options, is this a go or a no-go? Do I feel inclined, or are the positives or the reasons for doing this more in favor of doing it, taking the action and go, or no-go? And so I'll just compare and do. I, of course, haven't done it yet because that's our challenge for today. I'll look at this before I go and join my sisters today at my mom's house. But neutral negotiator, pre-frame, the experience, and I'll probably actually do all three, right? In some situations we find we need to do all three, and if I behave in a way that's consistent with me, that increases my confidence. I know that that makes me feel good, and so that's why I'm saying I will probably go ahead and do all three of these things. I'll pre-frame before I go. I'll choose that I am going to be the neutral negotiator for everything, and that I will have a positive focus. I will look for the upside, the positive. I do that pretty much for most of my life anyway, but sometimes in different situations, I have to remind myself to. So our action item today is to look at your three alternatives or three options that you selected from yesterday, and ask yourself the question, go, no go. Pick one and take action on it today. It doesn't have to be to do or implement the whole action. If I was going to really implement being a neutral negotiator, I would do some research and learn more about negotiating and staying neutral, and just being more of I guess it's a facilitator, not a negotiator. So maybe I should be a neutral facilitator. I should just call it facilitator. Look, I just thought of some way to tweak it already. I'm going to write that, facilitator versus a neutral negotiator. Although sometimes I need to be a neutral negotiator as well. So that is our action item for today. What action can you take right now to start moving you from where you want to go? Share that in the comments below, or just share that you're done, that you did it. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. And we're going to talk about the P in our SOAP framework. What are we going to do about the P? Because that helps keeping the process moving forward. All right. Have a great day. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.